Oh boy, I think this is gonna be a... Hey guys, MrPokke here, back with another video, and today in our version 1.6 tier list, we are doing something a little bit special today, where instead of me being the one yapping and telling you guys what the tier list is made up of, I'm actually gonna let my fellow villagers, if you guys want to find out how you can join the village, it's gonna be at discord.gg/pokesvillage. We're a very active community talking about honkaistarrail on a daily basis. This tier list is entirely created by the villagers for the villagers. I mean, technically it is for every single player, right? So I will be letting them cook because I'm just gonna be moderating and just like treat this as like a podcast-ish kind of thing, I suppose, right? Zarya, Sarah, and Toonhub, and now I'm gonna unmute myself and they can go ahead and self-introduce, right? So without further ado, let's get into today's content. Why is no one talking?
Alright, so
Okay,
Okay, Zarya, talk.
Okay. Okay. Hi everybody. My name is Zarya. I'm a librarian from Pokke's village.
Okay, sure. Toonhub, go.
yo, sup guys? So I'm Toonhub. I'm one of Pokke's mods in the village. I help out with infographics and stuff.
Thank you, Toonhub. Sarah, let's go.
Hello, it's me. It's Sarah, your mod, who keeps chat normal and less hinged.
Before we continue any further, we do need to take a little bit the context is kind of important, right? So the context for this tier list, in the interest of time, I'm not gonna repeat everything here, but essentially all 5 stars at E0, all 4 stars at E6, all DPS with the best installed light codes, which is S1, and then like all that kind of stuff, blah blah blah. Targeting scenario is pretty much gonna be split into now memory of chaos and pure fusion. There's no like 3 DPS or 2 target, single boss, whatever. We're just gonna split it solely by memory of chaos and pure fusion. So that I guess this is the biggest change compared to the previous 1.5, because previous 1.5 there was no pure fiction. So now there is. We are just gonna split by memory of chaos and pure fusion to make it a lot simpler for everybody, right? Then all of the DPS units here, they are taken under the consideration of best installed team comps. So if we are going to be using the units in their best installed team comps, how would they perform with the other units in their best installed team comps? So one thing to consider is if you are some units that let's just say the best installed team comp for Topaz, right? Let's say the best installed team comp for Topaz is like Topaz with like a I don't know, like a Jingyuan or hyper carry or something. How would this best installed Topaz team comp compared with the best installed, like for example, Imbibitor Lule team comp or Doctor Ratio team comp, right? So that will be the benchmark. I think with that said, let's get back into Jingliu.
So like I said just now, since this tier list is based on E0 S1 units, right? With how OP Jingliu's light cone is for Jingliu herself, and with how ridiculous her damage output is at E0 S1, she can basically ignore weakness on her own without needing like Silver Wolf and stuff like that. And also, since her light cone gives defense threat, and she can make really good use of like the quantum set, she pairs really well with Pella and stuff like that. That increases a lot of damage. With the exponential defense threat stuff.
Sounds good. Yo, Tuna, you got anything to add in? Or you're good?
I mean, not much. Just, he's really fucking good. Like, I think that's all we need to know, yeah?
Okay. Yo, your mic is like a little bit soft.
Oh shit. Okay.
Wait, let me increase your volume. Nah, it's okay. I can increase yours. Yo, talk a little bit.
Okay. Does it sound alright?
Yep, okay. Yeah, perfect. Yep, that's good. Okay, so yeah, I guess Jingliu is completely busted. Yeah, you can go ahead into the rest.
Before we move on, I need to make one statement. There are 4 villagers in your Twitch chat who need to be permabanned because they don't think Jingliu is OP.
Oh hell nah, bro.
What the hell?
Yo, Palm Top, help me manage the Twitch chat. Yo, Palm Top, do I have any other mods? Is there any other mods on Twitch chat right now? Is Palm Top alive?
Wait, since when is Palm a mod? What the
As
fuck?
in, Palm Top is my Twitch mod forever.
Like, man, like, I don't know what.
Okay, so none of my. Okay, alright, Palm Top.
I'm still modding Twitch chat, it's fine.
Yeah, Palm Top. If you see any weird like weird takes, like they don't think that Jingliu is OP. Yeah. Okay, don't perma ban them, but like you give them a little whip, right? Give them a little quickie. You know what I'm saying, right? Okay, cool. Go on.
What the fuck?
Yo, for real. Alright, why don't we touch on
We just go Memory of Chaos
let's
first.
just go.
Like just finish Memory of Chaos,
Okay.
then we just
Yeah, okay.
Pure Vision like briefly.
Yeah.
So this is like more detailed, then Pure Vision is like a little bit more general because like, this is a little bit easy, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, now it's S plus.
Alright, in S plus we have Imbibitor Lunae, DHIL, as well as Doctor Ratio, our free unit. So, well, basically they pretty much serve like the same role essentially, except Doctor Ratio is obviously free, whereas DHIL, he's pretty good at E0 S1, but obviously without his S2, he isn't able to reach that OP tier that Jingliu is in. Because his E2 is.
Wait, let me pause you once again. Yo,
just so-
Zarya, your keyboard is mad fucking noisy. I just let you know. Okay, go for it.
I am so sorry.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I just let you know. Yeah, okay. Tune up, go for it.
Okay, yeah, so, like, I mean, it's just, with the fact that, like, it's for DHIL, you need to have to pull for him as well as his light cone, whereas with Doctor Ratio, literally, he's given for free, everyone has him, you just need his light cone, and he can perform really, really well, right? And that is basically why these two units are put in the same tier, despite DHIL technically having more AoE coverage, or like, basically he's better in blast and AoE situations, but because Doctor Ratio does so much damage and because he is free, he is up here in S plus with DHIL.
All right, it's my turn. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Okay.
So Doctor Ratio.
Sorry,
at
so
E0.
sorry. So from now onwards, let's just keep it like Toon Hub, Sarah, and Zarya, and then it's just like that. So it's like a little bit more easier, right? Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
So Doctor Ratio, second best unit in the game. No diffs, everyone. Really easy. He throws the chalk. He kills the enemy, and he's gonna kill the enemy and then move on to the next enemy before DHIL kills the enemies. Unless you're DHIL like our Giga Chat MrPokke here.
Okay.
$20 by the way, guys.
Yeah, $20 by the way. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, Zarya has to take a little bit of a toilet break. I think he's a little bit nervous.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, you're good. Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it then.
I'll just yap about this and I'll go.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so for DHIL, I mean, he's just really solid, right? Like his skill point usage thingy isn't really too big of a deal, as long as he just don't suck at the game. Respectfully.
You're gonna piss a lot of people off, man. You're gonna piss a lot of people off, man. You can't say
fine,
shit like
it's
that,
fine.
man. You're gonna piss a lot of people off, man. I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep it a bug,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, go for it.
Alright. Okay, so the skill point management thing, right? It's just you just need to run skill point positive supports and you'll be fine. A lot of people I see they actually run Bronya with DHIL for some reason, and then they complain like they ran out of skill points. Like obviously, like bro, what are you talking about? So, like people nowadays they undervalue DHIL a little bit because of Jingliu's like existence, but I still think he's like the top 2 DPS, better than Doctor Ratio in general. But this is the part where I think Doctor Ratio is better for this MOC specifically because of the insane buff. Honestly, I think it's OP tier, but since you said you don't want 2 people in OP tier, I put him at S+. But in my opinion, he's as good as Jingliu this MOC.
Yeah, feel free to add on, guys.
I mean, not much to add on, honestly. I think that's about these 2 units wrapped up more or less.
Okay.
I have a hot take.
Yep, go for it.
DHIL is the
Yeah, go
first
ahead.
unit who's been actively power crept by Doctor Ratio.
True, real. You know,
Wait, sorry,
I
who?
mean-
I didn't hear.
DHIL.
Doctor Ratio
In a
power
way.
creeps Imbibitor Lunae. Hot take. The first hot take for this tier list. Alright, go for it. Cook.
I heavily disagree.
Go
Like
for it.
for this
I agree,
MOC, sure. For this MOC, sure.
I
Like,
agree, guys.
But in general, DHIL's AoE capabilities on top of his 3 skill point thing not being too big of an issue. I think it's better than Ratio, but Ratio is more easy to build. the team comp stuff because his best team is Jingyuan Pella, and Dill needs like Ran Mei, Jingyuan, stuff like that.
Yeah, the team's easier to build. I just think at the upper limits of an account, ratio is going to be better. At the lower limits of an account, ratio is going to be better. There's some middle ground where sure Dill takes over, but for the majority of the time of an account, ratio is going to beat Dill.
And also,
And
ratio
he's
is
easier
free.
to play.
I mean, it is an opinion that ratio is better than Dill, and I do respect it, but
Unit
I
that
have to
need you to
disagree that
perform well,
that
his
ratio is better than Dill. It's just my personal opinion.
Alright, okay, sure. I mean, it's 2 against 1, but like, you know.
Yeah. I'm not trying to overrule you guys. It's just like my opinion. But
No, no,
yeah.
it's okay. You're entitled to your own opinion, man. It's fine.
Okay, I'm a hop in. In my opinion, in E0S1, as of the current moment, which is version 1.6, which is what this tier is for, I think Dill, I know we talk about endgame and all that kind of stuff, right? But as a matter of fact Doctor ratio is ultimately free. So if we were to use this as like an opportunity cost kind of thing, would you recommend a player to pull for Invincible Lunae when Doctor ratio is already given for free? I've said it in my previous videos as well. I just can't see this being recommended because not only is it more expensive, like a whole ass unit expensive, they both can perform very similar functions to current endgame content, which is Memory of Chaos. Like I said, in pure fiction, they both kind of suck, right? Okay, maybe in Invincible Lunae at E0 is like slightly better, but they're both shit in pure fiction. In Memory of Chaos, everything that Invincible Lunae can clear, Doctor ratio can also clear. So with that said, I just find it very difficult to justify Invincible Lunae being leagues ahead of Doctor ratio when the fact that every single player in Honkai starrail has Doctor ratio is there. So indirectly, it's not to say like Doctor ratio power creeps Invincible Lunae because he's like a lot stronger in terms of damage output, but simply because of the fact that he is straight up like free. And like it's kind of like comparing, would you want to compare like your Fire MC to a Fu Xuan, right? Everybody has Fire MC, but Fu Xuan, even though she's somebody you need to pull, she is way better than a Fire MC, even though Fire MC is free. But in this case, because Doctor ratio is free, it is not like Invincible Lunae is like way better than Doctor ratio. So that's where I think there's a little bit of a differential in power there in that regards. But other than that, I think more or less I can kind of get behind, like assuming that if they are like both free, if we take away the Stellar Jade's cost and all that kind of stuff, I do think that Invincible Lunae is maybe slightly better than Doctor ratio. Not to mention 2.0, we are gonna get Sparkle eventually. So if we do have the foresight to take that into consideration, then his power level definitely scales a lot harder with Sparkle. But then again, that's also requiring players to pull for another 5-star unit. So something to keep in mind. Yeah, so that's my thoughts.
If we compare their two teams, which is Dill with Sparkle and Jingyuan, or Ranmei, I guess, and Doctor ratio with Jingyuan plus Pella, Dill wins that no diff because of Sparkle. Sparkle is basically like Bronya Light, except she's skill point friendly. So that's just my thought.
Wait, but why would you play Pella in the Doctor ratio team when you can play E1 Ranmei? I'm just saying.
Okay,
Not everybody has E1.
Let's bring out.
You know what?
This is the for
Let's move on. Right?
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about
let's
E1
move
Rami.
on
Yeah.
with this, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, okay, go for
We're
it.
splitting hairs here.
Alright.
They're basically there's a reason they're on the same tier.
Basically, yeah. Alright. Now,
Seele?
moving on to Seele, right? Our first character in Honkai starrail, and to this date, still the only quantum DPS 5-star in the game, right? And even after all these months, is still really solid. She is still really good as a unit, and that is why she is in S-. Although this MOC in particular isn't as good for her because, well, I mean, first half is okay, but like the first wave is like there's no quantum weakness, which like obviously for endgame players it's not that much of a problem because you can just brute force, but for like players that are newer to the game, it might be a bit of a struggle, right? But obviously that problem will eventually be solved with the release of Sparkle and the introduction of Mono Quantum, where basically it's just gonna become the flex tape of Honkai starrail, where essentially you can run it anywhere, it doesn't matter, because you have a guaranteed % chance of landing quantum weakness on the enemy. So it literally doesn't matter like where you use the team, it will still work. But yeah, and also considering the fact that, okay, let's be honest guys, Seele is not Hunt. Seele is erudition in disguise. Yeah, because her capabilities of taking care of mobs, especially at like end game investment, where you can like just one shot mobs and then you get your resurgence, you do another skill, you use your ult, maybe you use your ult on a boss, or you can use the ult on a mob, you kill the mob, you get another skill. She's very good at clearing through a lot of like waves, a lot of mobs, and she's just a really well-rounded DPS and has aged very well, honestly, and that is why I feel that she is still deserving of S- here in my book.
Okay. Go for it, Sarah.
I wouldn't give her the minus. She's been consistently one of the top DPSs since she came out. If you pair her with Silverwolf, since we're going over their best in slot team comps for this MOC, Silverwolf's going to implant the Quantum as long as you're building your team right. If you're building your team like a dum-dum, you're going to have a 50-50 on Silverwolf.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Like, why complain about Silverwolf's implants when you can plan around it, right? But, okay, but I'm gonna be honest, right? Even with like Silverwolf, because of the problems that like Silverwolf has, and then not being able to like 3-turn, like not being able to ult immediately on the first turn unless you do some wacky shit with like fine fruit and stuff, right? Which is like difficult to optimize, which is why like yeah, her best team in this case is Silverwolf, but because even her best team, it performs like just okay, right? That's kind of like why, especially for 1.6, like for the tier list, she's gonna be in S- for now, honestly.
Okay. I can cook a little bit because Zara want to take a piss. In my opinion, okay, this might be a little bit biased from my end because I'm a Seele simp. I've been using her since day one. I still feel she's like the most consistent DPS that I can like. If I just want to get something done and out of the way, I'll just use Seele. And I'm not even using her with like Silverwolf. I just straight up use her with Bronya, use her with Ramei, and all the count, so many different kind of supports, and just brute force her. Because all she needs to do, okay, the thing with Seele is that she needs like a really, really good crit ratio. If she can't one-shot, or she can't get an enemy close to the one-shot stage, then a lot of the kit starts to fall off, which is why I can also understand why there's a lot of free-to-play players. We're not going to say min pickers, but a lot of free-to-play players in the general community in honkaistarrail, they do have a little bit of a difficulty trying to attain the very good crit ratio for Seele. And especially for Seele, compared to other crit DPS, such as Jingliu, Imbibitor to Lane, Doctor ratio, even if you don't have like a super good crit ratio on them, it's technically fine because their kit is not reliant on resurgence. But if your crit ratio is so good to the point where you can literally one-shot things with Seele, like, I'm talking about like not even just mobs, she can one-shot elites with the amount of damage she can do, then it's just so smooth to play. From a strictly end-game perspective, me personally, I would frankly put E0 S1 Seele above E0 S1 Imbibitor. Me personally, right? And that's my opinion because, again, it's definitely going to be biased because I am using E2 Imbibitor, so I can't really speak to how good E0 Imbibitor is, but I do use a E0 S1 Seele. I can say with 100% confidence that my E0 S1 Seele, she's just so smooth to play. So yeah, that is my experience with Seele personally. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, right?
Oh right, he's back.
Like,
yep.
Since all right, okay, no nobody tell. No, since TT and Hippo are not here, I'm gonna be honest. I agree with all of your views, and I would personally also put Seele in S+, not gonna lie. But you see, the funny thing is, like, the last time I went to like check, right? Because like I'm pretty sure the last thing that was changed about the tier list was me switching the positions of Clara and Seele. Because of course, like with TT, he decided to put Clara in S-, and then with the two of them, they apparently agreed that Seele was A+ for some reason. So
No, they're getting banned.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
So, like,
As in, like, everyone's
Okay.
entitled to their opinions. Yeah, everyone's entitled to their opinions, but yeah,
yeah, like
it's all good.
but like honestly, it was just so egregious that like I was like, okay, you know what? At the very least, I'm gonna compromise a bit. I'm gonna put Seele in S-. But if it were up to me, right, I would agree that she's probably better than like E0S1 in Bibita Lune, like at that level, and I would personally put her S+. But yeah,
Yo, Zara,
Um,
go for it. Yep.
I think she's fine in S- because right now in the 1.6.2 MOC, right, there's a lot of elite and boss, but no mobs for her to easily trigger resurgence, and also no quantum weakness this MOC at all except for the deer, which I get the deer alone is good enough to like push her up, but that's something to think about. And also, yes, even though we're talking about endgame, not many people has like a godlike ratio on Seele. Like, I'm a day one player and my Seele is 9150, respectfully. And I farm quantum domain from 1.0 to 1.1 every day. And I started farming quantum again since last patch. And my Seele is just like not doing too well, honestly. I think DHIL is better than Seele, but I do understand why people think that Seele is better because of the hyper investment stuff. But it's from my personal player experience that Seele is a bit weaker than DHIL, but she's still definitely really strong. E0S1 Seele definitely stronger than E6 QQ and QQ Copers. I'm sorry.
That's good.
okay. I mean, yeah, like honestly, people overblow QQ's like value. Not gonna lie.
Okay, we'll save QQ for later.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll save for QQ for later.
Yeah, we'll save it. We'll save
So
it
are we
for
good
later.
with Seele?
I've
Yeah, I
got
think
one thing to add, just to put my opinion out there, because I do agree, Pokke.
Yeah.
Here's how I would rank the top 4 DPS. It's Jingliu by a mile. Then after that mile, you go Ratio, Seele, and then Danheng, but that's just my personal opinion. And they're close enough to where it's not really an issue. If you have any of those 3, you're fine. They're going to perform about the same.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can get behind it. Yep.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Nice.
Okay,
Alright.
cool. A+. Okay, first of all, I just want to say, before we begin, I have no fucking idea who the fuck put Luka at A+, but yeah, okay, cook, right? Please cook, because I'm dying to know what the fuck happened here.
I can go over the Luka when we get there.
Yeah. Okay, we will start from, okay, just start from like left
Sarah,
to right.
Sarah.
We can start from left to right. So Clara, Luka, Topaz. So Toon Hub, Sarah, Zarya. Okay.
Alright. Now, Clara, right? Obviously, this MOC 12 second half, there's a lot of physical weakness. And yes, Clara is really good in these type of situations. However, you also gotta consider the fact that Clara is blast and she works better in AoE. But it's not just that. The one Arumaton boss, which like it basically CCs you like to hell and back, right? Like if that bitch like doesn't if that enemy like CCs your Clara, then it's like it's over basically. Like you lose a bunch of damage, which is just like it's not great, man. But like due to the fact that Clara is still like rather consistent, and with her kind of playstyle where like the more you get hit, the more damage you do, right? She's still relatively solid this MOC, which is why she's still in A+ still. But I just felt that because of that glaring issue, there was no way she was gonna make it past A tier on the list. And yeah, that's about it.
So yeah, Clara, she's just a solid DPS. She's gonna do her job. She's gonna get hit. She's gonna go boom. She's gonna be happy. She's just a solid DPS, so that's why she's an A.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Okay, then I guess Sarah, you can just cook on Luka a bit, right?
Well, sorry it hasn't gone, but if we want to cook on
Okay.
Luka,
I mean, Sarah, if you
on
want to
Luka.
go, you can as well.
I don't have Clara, so I can't really give
Yeah,
my
like,
take on
like
it.
for Luka.
Oh,
okay.
we're doing Luka now.
Yeah, I mean, like there's not much else to say about like
Yeah,
her,
true.
and also because you don't play her as well.
I think Luka is pretty good this MOC. Not A plus though. That was a Hippo move. I'm pretty sure Hippo did that. I don't think Luka's A plus. I think it's A minus.
No, it's a TT thing. No, it's different. Okay, well, I mean, it's them both, but like more so TT than it. Alright.
I get why Luka is really good this MOC though, because of the amount of physical weakness we have in here in the second half. I mean, like Luka's
not just-
break
well,
damage is so high.
Yeah, no, it's because of like the physical weakness in side 2, and also the fact that like he can just, because his biggest issue is his single target. Like he can deal a shit ton of damage with blade, with bleed, with break, right? It's really good, but the main issue with Luka is that he's very single target, and so in an MOC like this where there's only 2 bosses, no mobs, he can smoke through shit, man. Like it's insane.
yeah.
I have seen so many like different Luka clears online, like this MOC rotation. I've even seen someone do like a C6 Luka 0 cycle. It was mad, man. Like a Luka hyper carry 0 cycle, which is like just insane. Like bro is doing 400k damage with 1 punch. Like yeah,
that's what I was about to say. So like with our current MOC environment with 2 elite 1 boss, or like 2 elite then 1 elite 1 boss, Luka's single target is not an issue at all with how much damage he does. Like I've seen people straight up one shot Kafka with Luka, literally one shot, 1 break and she dies.
Yeah, for real, man.
So there's that. There's the PvP aspect where side 2 has a lot of physical weakness, and if you physical break with Luka, he's going to trigger a bajillion bleeds, do 400k damage, and one-shot enemies. So that's probably why he's an A+. I think he deserves to be an A+, but the average Luka probably brings him down to A-.
Yeah,
but we're
this is
talking about the
endgame
optimal Luka, so A+ is a good one for Luka. But he punches and he one-shots people. That's why he's an A+.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a Luka, but I don't have the 300 break effect Luka Warshade.
So I think he's better than Kafka this MOC. I can't lie. There's no linear weakness at all in this MOC.
Oh, he is better than Kafka, for sure.
I see people coping in chat that like why the fuck is Luka above Kafka? He is.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, for this MOC definitely. Yeah. Okay, so Pokke, you mentioned that you wanted to like talk about this, right? Or like you had some thoughts on this, right?
No, I actually have no thoughts on Luka. That's why I wanted to know why the fuck is not A+. Because I haven't even played Luka.
Okay.
My Luka is like in the hospital. I haven't used him for like a billion
God.
years. That's why I was just interested to see like why is Luka A+. Yeah, I have no thoughts. And if you guys say this, I'll take your words for it, man. Yeah. I mean, it sounds fair. There's a lot of physical break effects, just absolutely insane. I have seen Luka's doing like insane amounts of damage, like literally like one shot with like the amount of like run and that kind of stuff. So yeah, but I just never experienced it, so I don't want to hear your thoughts. Okay, we can move on to Topaz.
Yeah, okay. Alright, Topaz. Honestly, Topaz is like, aside from the break aspect, right? the reasoning for her being here is mostly similar with like Luka, and just because of like it's because her biggest glaring issue is the fact that like she is single target. So in a MOC where there's no mobs and it's literally only 2 bosses, 2 enemies usually, right? She's gonna be really good. And to top it all off, right, we got a free Ratio, and one of Ratio's best teammates, or at least the one that feels like really smooth to use along with him, is Topaz. And so that also like helps to elevate her, especially since we're considering all 5 stars at E0S1, right? It just all around this MOC cycle has been pretty kind to Topaz, but you know, it's not gonna be like this like for very long. So yeah, Topaz means just like enjoy while you can, I guess.
Wait, chat, pause. Hippo has been summoned. He is actually available. Hold up.
Oh shit.
A wow challenge. All right, he's gonna be a very angry man. It's gonna be very let me
Oh boy.
yo hold up.
Oh boy.
Hop on. I'll drag you in. Oh boy. All right, he needs 1 minute. Okay, we can wrap up Topaz first. Then we'll bring Hippo. Go for it.
Alright. Sounds good, guys. Oh my god.
Why, are you scared? You scared? You got some dirt in your eye?
A bit.
You got some dirt in your eye?
You're not gonna. Oh man.
Okay.
Gonna cry?
I do have something to add. So
Yeah.
the village of Pokke's Twitch chat does think Luka deserves to be in B.
Okay.
I would move him to A minus.
Okay, but
Yeah,
because of the
I
lack of
agree,
slots, because of the lack of slots, somebody has to go because there's only
Yeah.
4 slots. So because of this bell curve system, the maximum any point of time, like 1 tier, only has 4 units. So somebody got to go, and yeah,
It's Jingyuan.
to
And we
where?
move Blade up to A
See?
plus.
Okay.
To see?
I wouldn't.
No, we moved Jingyuan to B, and we moved Blade up to A plus. Easy.
Okay.
Nice cope.
Is there even any wait? Is there even any win weakness this MOC?
No, not
Yeah,
not at all,
second
except
side.
for Kafka.
Except for Kafka, right?
Yeah, nothing, no win
I
we ever sell.
There's a lot more lightning resistance than there is wind resistance.
Yeah, but there's no weakness.
Okay, well.
20% rest is still 20% rest.
Yeah, but 20%
Oh, yeah,
res is better than 40% res.
Okay, wait. Pause. We finish up Topaz, and then I'll bring Hippo, and then like y'all can cook like on like any changes.
This is why I
Yeah,
feel like
we-
there should be more slots.
We finish up Topaz first. Nah, we can't afford more slots, man. Bell curve. It is what it is.
Bro.
Singapore education system. There's
In
no
this
more bell slots.
economy, nah, man.
Yeah,
Nah.
no more slots. Nope. Alright. Yeah, finish out Topaz.
Yeah, pretty much said what you need to say about Topaz, right? It's like not really much to add, yeah.
Does Sarah and Zara have anything to
Don't have
say? Sorry,
anything.
I missed it if you all said anything about Topaz. Sarah and Zaria.
I was still
Okay,
on
you go
Luka,
first. You go
but
first.
Yep.
Topaz, we got Fire Week first side. She can brute force. She takes major advantage of the current MOC blessing. She's not only a DPS, but she's also support for anybody who follow-ups like Clara, Ratio, who's free and everybody has. So if you have Topaz, you can... Topaz, Ratio is just a dumb combo.
I agree. Yep.
Yeah.
Really
it's
good.
very nice. By the way, on the topic of people that Topaz supports, right? I'm gonna be frank here. Okay, this is just my opinion, right? In my opinion, Jingyuan Topaz is not that good of a comp. Not gonna lie. Like it's okay, it's good, but it's not a very good team for either Topaz or Jingyuan. Like compared to any of the like other options. But that's just my opinion. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, Zara. You wanna say something about Topaz?
I've been a Topaz hater since her release. I'm sorry.
Alright, sorry, I'm removing you from this chat.
Wait.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Alright, go for it.
No way he did it. No way he actually did it.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit,
Yeah, go
man.
for it.
I like her ass, but her kid is just not it, man.
Oh my god, bro. Okay.
My
Sure.
like-
just let the whole world know.
No,
Yeah,
it's-
just let the whole world know you're a degenerate.
Well,
Yeah.
we're
Go
trying
for
to
it.
theorycraft here, man. Like, can you try to be
Oh my
professional?
Okay. So, Topaz, even though she's like basically the Kafka of follow-up, right? She doesn't really need to be in any comms that do follow-up, and she doesn't enable anyone to like Kafka does. Like, for example, Ratio Topaz, right? It's not even Ratio's best team. Ratio Jingyuan, not Jingyuan's best team. Ratio Clara,
You mean Topaz,
Okay.
Clara?
sorry. Topaz Clara. Topaz Clara, it is technically Clara's best team, yes. But the difference between Topaz Clara and someone else, like, for example, Topaz Tingyun, is not that big of a difference. And Topaz is a 5-star that you have to spend Jades on. And I think she is unusable before S1. But since this is S1, I'll leave that aside. But yeah, I personally don't think she's that good of a character.
Okay, so we're gonna pause. We're gonna invite Hippo, whom your motherfuckers have been throwing shit at, and he's about to put some dirt in your eyes. All right, so let me get him in. All right, Hippo, what up?
Okay.
Go for
Hi
it,
Hippo,
man.
hi Hippo.
Oh, what's up, Hippo?
Hello. Thanks for having me.
All right, so Hippo, just run us through like what are your thoughts so far? So we've been through from OP all the way to A+. So yeah, run our thoughts.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take a piss. You guys just have it.
Are we just doing MOC or what's happening here?
No,
Yeah,
no,
we're just
okay,
on
we're going through
MOC.
everything, but we're starting with MOC basically. We've gone through from Jingliu all the way to Clara so far.
So do I just continue with Topaz or?
No, like if you have anything else to like add for like those, you can talk about it. If not, we can.
I guess the only thing is I think Luka should definitely be S on this MOC. Luka.
You're gonna get cooked, by the way, Hippo.
Yeah. Pull up. I mean, Luka's by far just one of the fastest clears in this MOC, easily keeping up with Seele and both IL. I think on this MOC he's really only clearing slower than Jingliu and Dr. Ratio, because Ratio on this MOC is just ridiculous with the free debuffs. Although, I mean, if you've ever seen like an actual Luka clear with like Cyril of Pella, you just kill elites every break. One break is an elite dead. And yeah, I mean, surprisingly, Luka actually just keeps up with the top crit DPS in this MOC and any other Fizz Week or Quantum Week MOC as well. He is just a GOAT. I think the other placements are more or less self-explanatory so far in this MOC. Clara is like just consistent fast clear against Fizz Week, although she's not the greatest because the enemies don't attack that much. Topaz, Topaz, like she's really in a weird spot. I don't really know.
I mean, this tier list is like also
Don't
somewhat
hold back,
affected
don't
by,
hold back.
like,
Just
actual,
let all your thoughts out.
like 1.6. Like this is just like in context of like 1.6, like the units standing right now, which is why like Topaz would be like higher than she. Let's be honest, she's higher than she normally is, right? But like,
Yeah, she's definitely solid because the first side is mostly Fire Week, so she's not bad. Yeah, I think her placement's. I think her placement's pretty fair.
I
for the
think
most part.
everyone's placement is pretty good so far. Luka has like a argument to be in S+, but I still think he's A+ because S-, but I still think he's fine in A+ because most people are not like getting like 200 break Luka and stuff like that. Like most people are getting like 150k breaks, 200k breaks. Like you have to be like hyper invest to get like 300k, 400k Luka breaks, which is what we are
like
basing.
you're only chasing break though. Like it's not too much investment either. Like you're only just chasing break effect on relics.
Yeah, but like people who haven't played DOT or like any break comps in the past, they don't keep those relics. Like,
That's their problem.
Yeah, I mean it's true that's their problem. But like it's something to consider.
So is like an end game Luka's best like if it's a quantum or some shit. Like just curious.
Yeah. Like you just like you can put him on quantum, but not necessarily, because you usually bring Silver Wolf Pella, so you def shred cap anyway. So you can just put him on 4-piece thief or like 2-piece hacker if you need speed thresholds.
Yeah. But you definitely
Yeah,
want like
and
at least two piece thief to get a break.
Yeah. And then either Formata or the Herta store in the Hildy Cone are both great for him.
I think it's fine in A+. I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think that's fine. We're moving on to A.
The only reason why Topaz is A+ is because of the MOC blessing, by the way. Otherwise she'd be like B.
I mean,
okay,
she's
MOC
decent,
blessing.
Fire Week.
Okay, well, I mean, I would say it's MOC blessing plus the fact that there's a lack of mobs. That's why she's like in.
Yeah. In a
Plus this-
mob heavy MOC, Topaz is just not it, respectfully.
Yeah, but this MOC just really doesn't have any ads, and then the first
Mhm.
side's also
Yeah.
largely Fire Week, so she's
Yeah,
also
that's why she's so high.
really cannot believe this shit. All right.
We're moving on to A minus.
Yo, sorry.
Let's go.
Can I just what did I miss just now? Like in like 30 seconds.
Luka to
Not
S
much,
minus.
just,
So we're good with
yeah,
this.
yeah, that's about it.
We're good with this.
More or less, yeah.
Hippo thinks Luka's S-, and the rest of us feel he's okay in A+.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
we can
well-
continue. We can continue because
well,
if not,
hold
this is
on.
gonna be like a 20-hour long thing. So we can just
Okay.
continue first. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Let me add on one thing.
All right. Go for it. Wait, what the
Mr.
fuck, Sarah?
Pokke.
What the fuck is the profile picture?
Yeah, also that's
I need the people to
Oh
know.
my god. For real?
Subscribe.
Crazy.
Okay, so MrPokke, in your opinion,
Yeah.
Luka, who
Yeah.
consistently 2 cycles side 2 of MOC 12,
Yeah.
is that A+ or S- tier?
I'm gonna be real. I genuinely don't use Luka like almost at all.
I know
So-
you don't use him, but I'm saying 2 cycles on
Okay, so-
average.
All right.
When the average clear for most units is 4 cycles.
He sounds
I'm
pretty
not
good.
gonna lie,
sounds
Luka
pretty
can clear in 1 pretty easily. I'm not gonna lie, he can clear in
I'm
1.
not gonna lie, he can do 0 on both sides this MOC.
Oh, he can do it. I'm just saying
Yeah,
the
he can, he
average
can.
Luka
Yeah.
does too.
Of course he can. Like,
What do you mean? Of course he can. Half the units here can't. What?
Okay, he can, but most players will not be able to attain it.
Yeah, okay, so at least one. Like, this unit is
But-
crazy.
Yeah, I think using 1 cycle to evaluate him is pretty fair.
So we're moving Luka to S minus. Is that it?
I think he's fine in A+, but if you want to move him to S-,
I mean, S
also
minus is kind of empty. So like, if we can have more
Yeah,
up
yeah.
there, then we can like.
If
yeah.
you want to move him to S-, I'm also okay.
All right, I'm moving him up. And then if we
He's
can.
definitely better than Clara because Clara just does not get hit enough in MOC 12 to do her damage.
I mean, just use links.
It's not enough.
I mean, that's not the issue
It's
though.
still
Like,
not enough.
enemies
The
just won't
enemies
hit.
just don't attack enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, we can go on to A minus. And if you want to move anything, feel free.
Okay.
okay, starting off with A minus, guys. It's our general, Jimmy Wong, everybody. So yeah, I mean, like honestly, he's like obviously people know that like in the previous tier list he was like in S minus, right, 2 categories, yeah. But you know, this MOC, it's kind of rough for our general, not gonna lie. Like there's no lightning weak. In fact, there's a bunch of lightning resistant enemies on both sides. Pretty sad, not gonna lie. And also the fact that, well, we don't know who's coming in 2.1, yeah, which is like, yeah, it's tough, man. But like, honestly, he's still, even against all odds, he's still solid enough that he's above average, right? And that's why like he's still in A minus tier. I probably wouldn't put him like A plus, but I feel right. Okay, now on. How about you guys?
Oh, go for it. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Yeah, so I think Jingyuan, his main issue right now is just both sides are lightning res, as you said, but his damage is like honestly not bad to the extent that he'd really deserve to be lower than A minus. But you also can't really make the argument to make him higher just because both sides are lightning res. But Jing is just been getting better and better with each MOC and each patch, with new best in slot supports and also a best in slot relic set with the follow-up set, and he's just so much better than he was in 1.0. So I think Jingyuan's pretty fair in A minus. And as far as like people say he's like backloaded, which is true, but he's like very reliably like his backload is very consistent because you get that same 1 LL every single cycle. So it's something that you can actively play around. So I think Jingyuan's placement is pretty fair in A minus.
Yeah, I agree. I don't really have much to say about this. Like, it's like A minus was made for Jingyuan, this MOC.
Okay, Sarah, the one with the best Jingyuan build. Let's fucking go.
Let's go, guys. Damn, Jingyuan
So-
right here.
I'm fine with leaving him in A minus because he's gonna have his light cone. If you don't have his light cone, he's an F tier unit.
He's
Not gonna lie.
Okay, but we
Man,
do
it's
have
not bad at all.
the new MOC like Hundo, the edition one. What do y'all think
Oh,
of that?
that one. Okay,
Do you think it will
It's
change?
honestly,
pretty good
right,
for him, but it doesn't
Okay,
really change anything.
From what I can tell,
But I'm fine with A
like,
minus.
GS proposed. From what I know, right, from way back when I haven't seen like sheets, like recent sheets in a while, but I remember like some of the sheets that I saw like way back in the day, when he first came out, where like apparently, allegedly, Milky Way, with all the buffs, all the conditions met, is better than Before Dawn on Jingyuan, but only in that specific case, which is like very specific. So, and then you might be asking why I'm bringing up Milky Way, right? Because like, in the same like list, right, Genius Repose was also like pretty high up. Like, it was like about, I think like, I can't really remember exactly, but it was around like, it was hovering around 90 something %. And the new Litecoin is basically just like a weaker version of that, and definitely is stronger than I would definitely say that it's like better than the obviously breakfast that we have, which is honestly like a true mid icon. I'm gonna be honest. That like literally that is what I would say is like a true mid icon. But I would say that the new MOC icon is probably around or maybe equal to the strength of, say, a S5 Peaceful Day, and S5 Peaceful Day is about 10% worse than Before Dawn.
Okay,
So honestly,
pause, sorry.
that-
Yo, tune up, you're yapping a little bit too much. But it's all good, Just summarize it in like one sentence. I don't want to upload like a 4-hour tier list. Yeah.
Okay, yes, I'll summarize. Basically, new Litecoin is really good, but the difference between that and Before Dawn is still big enough that, like, you know, if you can, you will want to like just pull Before Dawn.
Cool, fantastic. All right.
I have one thing to say.
Yep.
Would you drop out of S tier? Nah, I'd win. Okay, let's go.
Oh my god, you're so funny, dude. You're so funny.
I know,
My
right? I know,
god.
right?
Wow.
My god, truly a comedian right here. Crazy.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm the
Alright.
funniest man alive.
Alright. Kafka.
Let's move on.
Let's go.
Let's move on.
Kafka.
Okay.
Can I start with this?
Sure.
I actually used Kafka on the MOC on like my second try, and holy shit, it was so bad. I'm not even gonna lie. I felt like shooting myself halfway through.
Okay.
Uh,
I mean, okay. In
Yeah, go.
this MOC, right? Because of Kafka is in a worse situation than Jingyuan because a dot team would rely more on having weakness than a non-dot team. But she is essentially carried by Knifen for first half and Luka for second half, to where she's still A-, just because of that fact. Because technically speaking, the best team to use her in this MOC is with those characters for those halves, and because of that, she's still A-.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I have Kafka in A- just because Kafka Luka is just slightly worse than Luka by himself. So it is what it is. I mean, Luka is doing all the heavy lifting in that team, side 2, and then side 1 is just with Greenuffin, but it's not as great, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I only put Kafka in A- because of Luka. If Luka didn't exist, I think she'd be like B plus or B minus rather. Kafka just horrible this MOC.
Okay, Sarah.
you have
Kafka-
anything else?
Yes. So Kafka is pretty bad this MOC because there's way too much lightning resistance. I would put her on the same level as Jingyuan this MOC, so they're both an A-. Chat does agree that Jingyuan and Kafka do need to be an A-.
Okay, so I guess that's a pretty quick one, right? Alright, now on to the controversial one, guys. QQ. Let's go. Oh boy, guys. Oh boy.
She belongs to F tier, by the way. Just saying.
Oh, it's okay. Calm down. Alright. QQ erudition. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this MOC, she's just okay, right? And by the way, chat, QQ even at E6 is always worse than E0 S1 Seele. I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. Like that is the what the hell? Okay, that is true. That is a fact. She is just worse, right? Because, well, I mean, there's so many ways her RNG can just fuck you over, right? Like, you get your tiles too early, so you can't enhance your basic attack, so you do less damage. You gotta reset. Or, you know, the infamous 5 SP is still no 4 of a kind, right? So, honestly speaking, although QQ can sometimes match or even surpass Seele, especially in content where it's like constantly 5 enemies, or there's a lot of mobs, or like okay, not a lot. There's like a lot of mobs, where she can match Seele, but she is never better than her. But there are many cases where she is worse than her. And in this MOC where it's literally only 2 bosses every wave, her ult and her enhanced basic aren't doing the full damage that they would usually do. And yeah, so that's basically why she's an A-, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think QQ, if you just look at her like average or even like high roll, I think you could make an argument for A+. But for me personally, the fact that her clears are always so RNG, at least has to like dock off half a tier to bring her down to A-. Her ceiling is definitely always worse than E0 Seele. I don't think that's really disputable. So I think her placement in A- is quite fair.
There's little quantum minus in this MOC as well, except for the deal. And since QQ's nature of being erudition, she doesn't really she's not really that good in an MOC where it's double elite, then elite and boss. And also, like Toon and Hippo said, her the amount of damage she does is locked behind like 21 layers of RNG, right? So just because you have to go through all that RNG, it's just not worth it in my opinion to hit slightly harder than Seele.
Sarah, go for it.
I would personally put her in B, but she's fine in A-. Our insane villager Twitch chat thinks she should be an S. So there is an argument for you to move her to A+ in this tier list.
But we won't. Right, we won't.
Okay.
And by insane, I mean insane in the good way, Twitch chat.
Okay,
Not
okay.
insane like you're mental.
Yeah. I think just a quick word. I feel like, although QQ is definitely very RNG gated and all that kind of stuff, the beauty of Honkai starrail is that you can just keep resetting. So it is eventually a matter of time before you get like a good RNG. And I wouldn't say that we need to reset like 100 times just for that one god run with QQ. Like we're talking about like resetting like extremely bad RNG, like 5 skill points, no enhanced attack, or 0 skill point and you got enhanced attack. This kind of resets. So I feel like, I don't know what's the statistic, but I feel like if your QQ RNG is really, really bad, probably like 1 or 2 resets should still net you like a pretty good clear. So something to consider. Yep.
By the way, Hoyo adding that restart challenge button single-handedly put QQ above like 1 tier, because if you're using QQ on second half without that restart challenge button, you have to go back to the first half as well.
True.
Yeah.
True. I agree. So does she stay or does she go?
I think she's fine in A-.
I think she's fine in A-.
I think it's fine too.
All right. So fuck Chen.
I would personally move her up to A+, because she is better than Jingyuan and Kafka.
But like they're okay. Even within a tier, there is still a range of power, right? Like 1 tier does not mean they're all the same. It just means that they're all.
No, but we're not going to get into that. So this is not based on like if you're in the tier, you're in the tier. In my opinion, there's no like differential.
Well, it's also because the tier's too clogged up, and there are people that deserve to be in A that are not currently in A. So I'm trying to clear some room to move some people up to A tier, like Blade.
But the thing is, right? Yes, QQ is better than people in A-, but she's not as good as people in A+. So that's the thing.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's the crux. I just don't think QQ is better than Topaz or Clara on this MOC, or like even on that level.
Yeah. I think QQ is a tier above A-, but a tier below A+, but there's no tier for that. So
alright, so A tier, we gotta have a whole new tier now.
nah, bro, that's leave for an A-.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just leave for sure then. Alright, Yanqing, let's go.
Alright. Since Discord chat is like complaining about me yapping so much, right? So I'm just gonna summarize this real quick. Go watch I know he has like all his whale supports, right? But go watch his Yanqing his Yanqing 0 cycle clear. Now I'd win. Okay, that's all I have to say.
Yanqing actually cleared the fastest on my account in this MOC. So yes, he cleared faster than Jingliu and RL, by the way.
Yeah, but we're talking about E0S1 Yanqing. E0S1 Yanqing is not clearing faster than Blade. He's not clearing faster than Argenti.
He is
not
definitely
clearing
faster
than Himeko.
Wait, he is though.
He's not clearing faster than Sushang.
Right. For this MOC, like 12 first half, I would say he would probably be clearing faster.
We don't talk about like the entire MOC, right? Just talk about the part that they are good at. And I think Yanqing
even the part he's good at, he's not clearing faster than Blade. He's not clearing faster than Argenti, and he's not clearing faster than Himeko.
There's no win-winners at all in first half.
Wait, but he is though. Yanqing is clearing side 1 fast.
Yeah, he's
not clearing faster than Blade, Argenti, and Himeko.
Bro, Blade's dispatching of that stage in like 14 cycles.
It's not. It's like 4 cycles.
Yeah, that's slower than Yanqing.
Yeah, Yanqing clears in 1, bro. Yanqing can clear in 1. My
E0S1 Yanqing is not clearing in 1 cycle.
Buddy,
you can though.
My Yanqing is E0 with an S5
even
socket.
clearing in 1 cycle.
And he cleared in 1 cycle.
Yanqing is cleared in like 6 cycles.
Bro, I have a video of me clearing in 1 cycle, buddy.
I believe you. But I'm just saying, Yanqing at the peak is not clearing faster than Blade, Argenti, and Himeko.
Nah.
If you have them built,
okay, we're not going to get into that yet, but
in their best in team comp, he's not clearing faster than those 3. So he deserves to be below all 3 of those. He deserves to be below Sushang. He deserves to be below Gunaithan.
I think
Chat
Sushang
thinks he
belongs
should
to
be in
A-.
C tier.
I honestly think Sushang belongs to A-, but no space.
Okay, personally, Yanqing's idolence, in my opinion, it barely does anything at all.
Yeah.
It genuinely barely does anything. Like, the first one is like what? increased damage when an enemy is frozen, which probably is just never gonna happen. And the second one, the energy regeneration, it might help a little bit when it comes to getting his ultimate up a little bit faster, but it's not like so bad to the point where if you don't have his E2, you're clearing like 10 cycles. So E0 S1 Yanqing, I think there's really just not that much difference compared to like even like a E3 or E4 Yanqing. Yeah, because his items are so shit. Okay, continue.
Should we bump Kafka down to B plus and put Sushang at A minus? Because I really think Sushang is better than Kafka. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's kind of based.
I don't use Sushang as well, so I don't know, man.
She's good.
Okay, wait.
clears that.
Before ending, right? Me personally, I feel that Yanqing, I think he's good enough to being A plus in my opinion because of the MOC buff. All the units in A minus, none of them get any shit from the like the extra turn or even like currently. So I think he's a little bit a tier above the rest.
I can agree to him being A plus. I'm fine with him being A plus.
Honestly,
put him in B
I just think
minus.
that he should. I'm fine as long as he's like in A. Like I think that's where
Yeah,
he would belong.
Yeah, I don't know about A plus or A minus, but I think he definitely belongs in A.
Do y'all think Yanqing is better than Jingyuan, Kafka, Qingque?
No. He's not better than Qingque, and he's not better than Kafka.
But Kafka is only good because of Luka though, right? For
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Like Kafka is just
For this
complete dog shit
semester.
without Luka.
Okay, honestly, you know what? I feel that it's just that for this particular MOC, I think he's heavily inflated to this point. And
Yeah.
in the future MOCs, I think he's just gonna fall back down again. So
Yeah, but we're just talking about this MOC, right? And for this MOC, Kafka is objectively dog shit, and Yanqing is objectively good. Like you can't bring opinions and stuff into this. Like you can't say, oh my god, Kafka's my waifu. How dare you say that? Like the amount of lightning rest is so ridiculous, and Kafka's nature of being backloaded as well. I just don't think she's that good. This MOC, I honestly don't think she's that good.
yeah, I can get behind it. I can get behind it.
I would actually advocate for her being in B or B plus or B minus, and putting Sushang at A minus, because Sushang not only benefits from the blessing, physical weakness everywhere in second half, and she's basically just like a slightly worse version than Luka. Her break is slightly worse than Luka, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm kind of down for that, but I think we can decide that when we get to Sushang.
Yeah. We can do that.
Okay.
But
So,
that's just my take.
So are we keeping Yanqing at A minus?
Yeah,
I think A minus
I
is
think he's
fair.
fine in A minus, but I can see the argument for him being A plus.
So the same shit as Qingque.
Nah, I think Yanqing is better than Qingque, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's better than Qingque. For this specific MOC, by the way. Only this MOC.
Can we just put Qingque and Yanqing into A plus because there are people we need to move up into A minus?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay, sure. Let's go. All right,
This is why I say we need more than 4 slots, man.
Blade, go.
Blade is fine in B plus.
Blade is fine in B plus, even though I've been saying that he needs to move up. There's not enough wind weakness, but he
Yeah,
can brute force pretty easily.
And the same thing with Clara, right? There's not enough hits. He doesn't get hit enough.
He doesn't
Um,
even need his passive. He just you
Um,
pair him with Branya, move him up, and then he slaps.
I know he's good. Like I was shitting on Hippo for putting him in B, like last MOC, but
Nah, dude, I'm gonna be honest. Blade against non-wind weak hits like a fucking wet noodle.
yeah, like, obviously.
Even with
You-
Ramei? Even with Ramei?
Yeah, I mean, you need
No.
Ranmei to be even remotely competitive, and then he's like okay, but I would never move him higher than this.
I think in a win-week MOC, he is S. In a non-win-week MOC, he's B. He's never A, right? I don't think he has a middle ground. He's either S or B. Right? That's it.
I agree. I think he can stay in B plus because there's 2 units that are currently in B that are better than him.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we move on?
Yep.
Okay. Gwen Iphone. I think she's okay in B plus, but A minus is also fine because of the abundance of fire weakness in the first half. And but the thing is, right, if you want to use Gwen Iphone, you have to use Kafka, and using Kafka is like really dead emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I
she's
think
fine in B plus.
Yeah, I think my problem with Grenaifen compared to something like Luka is that she's more of like a supportive dot unit. So she's better when Kafka's also good on the stage.
She's not like Sampo or Luka where they are like a DPS. Gwen
Yeah,
Iphone is a sub DPS / support.
yeah, her personal damage is really not that impressive. So
Yeah.
on stages where Kafka's not that great, Grenaifen is also not that great.
Even though
Fire Week.
the Fire Week, yeah.
Yep.
Sarah, Toon, any thoughts?
B plus is fine because agreed. She's better when Kafka is better and worse when Kafka is worse.
Is Toon
And
even
the
there?
side that Gwynethon is good on has 40% lightning res, so Kafka is just kind of fucking out of luck there.
Basically, it's like because of the lightning res, Kafka isn't able to make use of the vulnerability debuff as much, which is like one of the main like valuable things that Grenaifen provides, right? But I had actually seen like some calcs that people did, like when she released on like comparing between the dots of like her, Sampo and Luka, assuming just like a normal attack speed EHR build, and all 3 of them performed like roughly the same, accounting for their different like vulnerability or whatever their different types of like vulnerability debuffs, right? So I don't think like he, but the only thing is because fire break dot damage isn't as good as wind break dot and bleed, which is why obviously at the end of the day she's still like worse in terms of like DPS. But yeah, I think B plus is fair.
Okay, we're all in agreement. So, Sushang.
I think Sushang can move up to A minus because the bleed break is OP, as usual, as it always is, and there's physical weakness side too. She benefits off the blessing buff where she gets moved up, so we can move her to A minus.
Sushang is more of like okay. I know how to explain this like easily to understand, but like she's basically a more frequent version of Luka because Sushang, right, when she breaks more often than Luka because of her action forward thing, but her break damage is lower than Luka. Compared to Luka, he's doing like 400,000 break, but he doesn't break as fast as Sushang. That's the thing with Sushang. And with like break stuff, you want heavier breaks instead of more frequent breaks. That's why I think she's worse than him and belongs in A minus.
Yeah, so I think the main difference between Luka and Sushang is that Sushang breaks faster, but then Luka abuses the break harder because he procs his own break bleed, which is really important for break units because you don't want to break the same elite twice because that's way more backloaded. But because Sushang breaks so much faster, the average clear speed is actually not that much slower than Luka, so I think Sushang can be A minus as well.
Yeah.
I think A minus. I think she'd be more than A minus, honestly. Okay, basically, Zarya, I think like an analogy is just Luka is a bazooka and Sushang is like a semi-automatic shotgun.
Yeah. I can see that.
Okay,
Yes,
sure.
Sarah, anything to add?
So what I've got to add is chat thinks Sushang, Gwynethon should be in B, and Blade should be in A.
Going
But that's
and
Sushang.
Blade are fine in B. Sushang
But I
moves up
agree
to
they
A.
should all. I would move Sushang up to A minus just because side 2 she's really strong.
Yeah, she's pretty disgusting inside too, not gonna lie.
Okay. Yeah. Welt.
Okay. Hippo, why don't you start us off?
I
Okay,
refuse.
This is a very
I
difficult
hate
one.
this unit so much. I mean, Welt's
you're gonna
saving
say that
grace is
from-
just that it's like imaginary weak side 2, and then there's also not ads. I mean, if you ask me like what Welt's best teams are, it's either the teams where he replaces a sustain where you clear fast enough, or where he's like a DPS and a sustain where you play him with 3 supports. And in both of those teams, he has pretty respectable clear times on imaginary weak side 2, but overall it's not that impressive even with 3 supports. So I don't think he can ever be higher than B+.
There's some poison spreading from main court talking about sustained Welt, and oh my god, the amount of times I had to deal with that in HSR help. It's so bad, bro. Like the sustained Welt thing from that started from main court it's not even Coke. It's just bad. Like Coke is giving it too much credit. It's just bad.
It's not bad though.
It is. Sustained Welt, by the way. Sustained Welt. Not like sub DPS, not like support.
Well, he's still a sub DPS, he's still a support, and he's a sustain when he's teamed up with Ruin May side 2 against the imaginary weak.
I think
not
he's
Coke,
fine in B
it works.
because his damage capabilities are pretty good. Not as good as like Welt or Ratio, obviously, but he's not that good.
I mean-
not as good as Welt or Ratio.
I mean, my issue with Welt is like if you don't bring him as a sustain replacement, and you bring him as a sub DPS instead, he's like a jack of all trades but shit at everything kind of
True.
unit.
He's not
So there's-
shit.
I mean, if you bring him as a sub
He's-
DPS,
Yeah, if you bring a sub DPS, sub
just
DPS,
terrible.
yeah.
So I think the only place where you can even entertain Welt is where he's replacing the sustain, but then it's pretty jank as well. So I just don't think this character's good at all.
Welt is a 5-star, but it's not a 4-star. If it was a 4-star, the sustain thing is okay, sure, whatever. But it's a 5-star. Why would you replace like a 4-star sustain who can do something similar to him with Welt? Like you can use Fushe, you can use Ho, you can use Japat, you can use Mailu. Why play Welt specifically?
Okay. I think we're going kind of like off topic here, right? Like,
Yeah.
Next time for stuff like this, just say one line. You don't think what Sassin is good, and then we're gonna move on. Cause this is like, because if not, it's gonna be a really long stream. But okay, honestly, my opinion is that I think it was just okay. I feel like he could either be B+ or A- for this MOC. That's all.
I think he's fine in B+. I don't think he's as good as like Sushang.
B+ is fine.
Okay.
Can we move Kafka down to B+?
No.
If we move Kafka down, we have to move Jingyuan down.
Yeah, true. I mean,
it's
it's
fine as
all
it
As much as I hate
it's-
Jingyuan, we're not moving him down from A-.
it's
I'm
your
not
guys'
gonna lie.
opinion.
I think it's fine as it is.
I mean, it's your guys' like choice. I'm only just suggesting it.
Sure. Let's go to Argenti.
Okay.
Argenti needs to be an A-. The only reason he's in B- is because the people who use him suck with him.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I don't think
He
Argenti
2 cycles with his best in cycle comp, or his best in slot comp on side 2.
Oh, easier Argenti in MOC, Keck W.
That is at
It's E0 S1.
honestly that is at that is at most a B-. Or not B, a B
Argenti's
plus A.
not exiting B tier. Let's
Argenti-
be real.
Argenti, this MOC is not that great because there's no ads, so he loses out a lot of energy, and because he's an AoE unit, he's
He's still
obviously
2
much
cycles.
more valuable.
He still does 400k.
Yeah, which is why I would. Yeah, but it's gonna take a lot longer to get to that 400k because you
It
need.
doesn't take it that long
Because you
because
have
you run him
less
with
sources of
T-Yun,
energy.
you run him with Hua, and he slaps.
Well, it's kind of like the same thing with Jingyuan, right? His damage is backloaded because he gets like his ultimate attack like once every 20 million years.
He
that's an
deserves to be an A
exaggeration.
minus.
That's an exaggeration.
It's
because
a
okay,
major
yeah.
exaggeration.
Yeah, if we take even if in the situations where we don't have a lot of mobs, we are gonna be running Argenti with Xueyi and Qingque if we are going to talk about most optimal. So that's already like almost 100 energy. So basically all he needs to do is just scale twice and he should still be able to cast it out in three if not two cycles. 3 is not 2 turns, sorry. So yeah.
I think he's fine in B plus. I mean, I think he should go to B plus, but I don't think he's anything above
so
B.
too.
Yeah,
He's
I
just
think
as good as
he's
Sushang.
close.
I would agree with you
Yeah, I
until I
disagree.
used him, and he just slapped side 2. I know mine is E1S1, but he should be an A minus.
I don't think Argenti's on the same level as Sushang side
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I agree with Hippo on this one. I think Sushang's better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Okay,
the
'cause, like,
only one
honestly-
who uses Argenti here,
Yeah,
and he 2 cycles with his best in slot team comp.
Yeah, but
it's just a
keep
E1
in
diff.
mind, it's physical weakness everywhere. Physical weakness everywhere.
Yeah,
2
it's
cycles.
physical weakness,
Yeah, okay.
and he doesn't
Physical
benefit from the
weakness.
blessing.
Physical weakness everywhere with your best in slot team as a 5-star DPS at E0S1. I don't think it's yeah. I mean, it speaks for itself, right?
You know
I
what?
think he deserves to be an A minus.
I'm just gonna bump it up to B plus because I think B minus is
Yeah, I think B plus
disgustingly
is
low.
fine.
Yeah, a little hard.
Yeah, B minus is disgustingly low, so I'm just gonna do B plus first. Yeah. Sarah, you gotta try harder next time, man. You gotta give
It's
a
fine.
more convincing argument.
I can't help
Okay,
it
I
that
think,
TT's Argenti sucks ass.
Wait, his build's good though.
Oh my God. That's not okay.
Yeah.
I think everything else is like rather self-explanatory. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, honestly, okay.
Himeko,
We'll skip C tier completely because they're dog shit and they're all
Yeah.
just dog shit. So there's that. We can briefly touch a little bit about like these. Like, okay, B minus will be our cutoff. B minus will be our cutoff. Yeah. I'm surprised
Okay,
that Himeko
now-
is at B minus personally.
Okay, wait,
Me
but go for it, go for
personally,
it.
I would move Argenti to A minus and Himeko to B plus.
No, wait. I think physical. Okay, never mind. That's later. Okay, you guys go first. I'm sorry.
okay,
Are
to
we-
put it simply,
okay.
all these 3 units are currently here in B minus. Okay, well no. Okay, Himeko and Herta are here in B minus because of Deer. And because of the monkey.
I think Himeko and
Himeko-
Herta are B minus because there's just no mobs. Like it's
Okay.
double elite, and boss,
also there's
no
that.
mobs.
Okay, wait. And because like Himeko does slightly more damage than Herta, there's more ice weakness, so they're about the same. And Xueyi is here because there's not as much quantum weakness, but she benefits quite a lot from quantum weakness because you can get her follow-ups. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much sums up B minus entirely.
Well, we're talking about their best in slot team comps. Himeko's best
Yeah.
in slot team comp includes Topaz. Topaz brute forces the one lady, and then they break the deer and they break the monkey. So Himeko goes.
It's still sort of slow side 1, no? Like Topaz doesn't kill the lady or the ape particularly fast, especially with 1 support. And
Mhm.
I mean, it can 0 cycle.
with 1 support, there's no way.
Yeah,
Who's
you
the
team
boss?
up.
Why would
You
you
go
run one
with
support?
Ron May.
Yeah,
You go Topaz. You go Himeko.
that does not kill the lady in the first. You cannot kill the lady.
Yeah, I don't see it, man. I really
I
don't see it.
played him, but it's whatever.
Do you have the video?
I don't have the video right now.
Okay, it's fine. I mean, I trust Sarah.
I would
but I
personally
personally
move
cannot
Himeko to B plus and Argenti to A minus.
Okay, I mean like
I feel
as-
like Welt is better than Argenti as a DPS, but sure.
okay, look right. I think all of you here, including Pokke, already and some of the villagers already know and can clearly see from my PFP that I am probably one of the most notorious or most well-known Himeko advocates in the village, and I still think that like she's probably like not higher than B minus, and like I for this MOC, I'm not gonna lie, right? Like I can appreciate her all I want, but unfortunately I still have to accept the facts. But she's pretty good in pure fiction though, so
Okay, I just want to raise one point, which is, since they are all fire elements, right? Do you all think that Himeko is worse than Gwen Iphone?
No.
no.
I think they're all the same, honestly.
I think
Really?
I think you could flip those two maybe.
Right, because that's what I'm thinking. I think it's a little bit hard to justify Gwen Iphone above Himeko, especially if you consider that you do use her with Topaz. And Gwen Iphone, it's not like she performs exceedingly well because Kafka is not performing exceedingly well. So I'll swap both of them around.
Listen, Pokke, just listen to me. Move Argenti up to A-, make Chad happy, make me happy, and move Himeko up to B+.
Okay, sure. Wait, where is it? So this is B-,
Fine, I guess.
and this is B+. And then we move Argenti to A-. So it looks like this now.
No, I think
Argenti's only A- because of the lack of slots, by the way.
Wait, did I exclude somebody?
No,
Is somebody?
No, look, it's fine.
You
it's fine.
moved
No,
Gwen
no,
down?
no, they're all in. They're all in.
Oh,
They're all in,
yeah,
right? Yeah, they're all in, right? Okay,
Yeah,
honestly,
they're
this looks better in my opinion.
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah, go for it.
I think physical Trailblazer should be B-. I don't think he's as bad as like Dan Herm.
Bro,
Arlen.
no one in their right
one cares
mind is
about
gonna
those, dude.
raise him, bro. I don't give a no one in their right mind is gonna.
He's not as
Stop,
bad as
stop,
them.
stop.
though.
I don't
Bro,
Like,
no one
let's be
even,
real.
no one even
He's not
cares
as
about what's
bad.
down there.
Oh my god, that's like the back. This is the back rooms, man. That no one's gonna touch them. Alright.
Yeah, I understand nobody uses him, but he's not as bad as C tier.
Wait, can we just move on? 'Cause,
All
like,
right, we're
Yeah,
gonna
okay,
move on.
let's move, let's move.
Okay, pure vision. 10 seconds each, and then we're done. All right, go.
Argenti OP. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Himeko Herta, same
Himeko
thing.
Herta slapped.
Okay.
They just slapped.
The only egregious thing I'm seeing here is Blade needs to be moved up a tier this MOC because the enemies get advanced forward, there's a bunch of wind weak, and he
Wait,
slaps.
Is this for the dot one, or is this for the one before?
I assume this is for the dot one because
This is the
Kafka's an
one.
S-.
Yeah, it's for the DOT one.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
someone
if it's-
changed it.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
If it's the DOT one, then
Oh,
Blade
then-
definitely needs to go up.
Yeah, then Kafka should be S plus and
Blade
should be
needs to
S minus.
go up. I think Clara also needs to go up. She's really good on this this PF.
Okay, so who's going down? Jingyuan?
I think Seele, honestly. I haven't seen any Seele perform on this new PF.
Yes.
Okay,
It's
so
not
She
good,
still
yeah.
stays in S-.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sila's fine as minus.
okay, who's S plus? Kafka?
For this MOC,
Kafka, Himeko, Herta.
Okay,
Yeah, because of the DOT thing, Kafka's definitely S plus.
okay. Next. Okay, S minus. Blade S minus.
Blade
Yeah.
S- and Clara S-.
Blade and Clara S minus.
If you want to move Seal down, you can.
I think they're
Because
both better
she
than
is
weaker.
Seele, at least. Yeah, I think they are better than her.
Yeah.
That's
Wait.
MOC.
Oh shit.
the-
Oh, okay. I can undo. Yeah, it's all good. S minus. Okay. Yeah, I would drop Seele down just because there's literally no quantum weak and it's like kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jingyuan?
And she does
Yeah.
have trouble one-shotting the enemies this time.
Jingyuan?
Jingyuan's fine as minus.
I think it's fine. Right?
Jingyuan can stay an S-,
Yeah, he's
as
fine.
much as I hate it.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, shout out to my fellow mod and excellent Jimmy main, Leno. Yeah. Your clears are very. I respect you for all these months. Right?
Cool. Yeah. A plus to C or A plus to B.
Nobody moves up
I think
except for
most-
maybe Gwyneth and Sampo.
yeah,
There's an
yeah,
argument for
Sampo will
Gwyneth
move
and
up to
Sampo to
class.
go to A minus.
I think they can both be A minus. They're definitely better than Topaz and Welt.
So Gwen and Sampo at A minus.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it, I think.
I think that's
Okay.
it. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think pure fiction as a mode itself is just like, it's not cooked enough. It's still raw. So like,
Yeah.
pretty much anyone can still clear it. It's kind of like giving like a tier list for like similar universe, which honestly doesn't really matter because like anyone can just clear it anyways. So I'm not really that like.
Yeah, but if we're talking
particularly
about
invested.
the enemies that are the people that can clear it at 40k easily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't really have much input for
Oh,
Pure
shit.
Fiction. I hate this game mode so much.
Okay.
Personally love it, but it's just because of him.
I think it's just too short. In my opinion, it's
Yeah.
too short. I
Yeah.
can't
No,
really
I-
savor it.
I don't
needed
have-
6 stages.
No, Toon, you go first. You go first.
Oh no, I said everything I need to say. I love Himeko Herta in Pure Fiction, and that's my main reason for why I love it.
Okay. So the rest is just like this.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay. Support and sustain. Okay, you know what? Okay, sustain. I think we can just forget about like. Okay, let's just finish sustain like super quick. I think sustain is very straightforward.
Yep.
Thoughts about this? And why the fuck is fusion in OP again?
I don't know. Man.
I think you can move food down 1 and then shift everything down by 1.
So
I think Locha is yeah, I agree that just shift everything down by 1 and then move Fusion
so
down.
fusion to S plus, wash out to S minus, and everything else just goes down by 1.
And I think Lynx is better than Japard on this MOC.
Actually, Loki,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I would actually move Lynx to the same tier as Locha, to be honest.
I don't know. I
Because
don't
of
really
side
know.
2.
Yeah, you,
Okay,
you
that's
Side
kinda
2 is
fishy.
just
Go for
so cancer without the cleanse.
Yeah.
Bailu is C. She. Oh wait. Oh, it's here. My bad. Here. OPS plus. Chapter S minus A plus. OP Hui is fine. Locha S minus. You would keep links. Okay, B minus. I think don't really change that. much,
I
it's
would
fine.
move Lynx up to S minus because you
Yeah.
need the cleanse.
Yeah, I think
Okay, but-
I think Lynx can go up by 1.
Okay. Links.
And since we're talking about E6, she can also block a CC, so she blocks the stun witch.
Sure.
I personally don't think Lynx is as good as Locha. Like, yeah, I just don't think so.
She is.
Okay, and then
For this MOC, she is.
Like, okay,
and then
what difference does MOC really make to sustain? So I don't really understand that part.
It's the stun witch and Kafka side 2.
the enemies.
The fact that they can just CC you down makes Lynx better.
Yeah, but Locha is SP friendly, really SP friendly. He has the auto heal, and the stun witch lady, right? Most of the time when she does her stun combo, it puts the unit that got stunned below 50%, and Locha can insta heal. So that's why, and it's from experience also, because that happens to me like 95% of the time. Like, she does the big hit, and then she does the fan throwing thing, and that puts it below 50%, and then Locha just heals.
I mean, I don't think Lynx is as good as Locha, but I think she's definitely better than Japard on this MOC. I mean, side 1 you can kind of use whatever you want, but then side 2 is like really toxic with the.
I can
He's
drop
stun-
Pilo and Japard
stun
down
away.
A minus, then links to A plus.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's better.
No,
Okay.
Lynx needs to stay in S minus. I will die on this hill today because
think
I've
she's as good
seen
as low.
she is as good as low. I've seen more lows wipe side 2 than I have Lynx side 2.
Okay, but this is sustain. Does it really matter? Like, let's be honest.
It doesn't. That's why I'm saying, why would we move her down when she's just as good and she's got a better cleanse than Luocha? For this MOC, specifically.
Bro loves
I mean-
heals.
Is it really a better cleanse? Like by the time you get stunned, the AV changes happened already. Like cleanse doesn't really fix it. Cleanse is always worse than mitigation, and in that sense, they're more or less similar, like the same.
I think they're the same tier.
I don't
For
think
this
so.
MOC. If it weren't for this MOC, I would agree with you 100%. But this MOC, without that AoE cleanse, it's just disgusting.
I mean, side 2 is really, really, really toxic. I don't know. I'm down to keep this as well. I'm not. Too...
Okay, you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna keep it. Fuck it. Alright, we'll just let the YouTube hate comments come in. Okay. Support.
Okay.
Drama farming.
Yeah, drama farming. Support.
Remember,
okay.
MrPokke, a hate comment is still engagement and still moves you up in the algorithm.
Yeah, absolutely. Tecton told me this already. Yeah, absolutely. I love it. That's first of all,
Bronny needs to come down.
yeah,
Yeah, Bronny needs to come down.
Gacha Smack was right the entire time. I feel. Yeah, I feel like Rame just okay. Maybe it's a little bit biased because I am running an E2 Rame, and despite the fact that I have an E3 Bronya's item is just in audit.
No,
So that's just my
not
personal
bias. Run rage is
okay.
broken.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I have an E2 run May as well, so I can
Okay. Yep.
I
Time to release the 1 hour apology video.
I think
to Gacha
Bronya
Smack.
is still better than Ranmei, but that's just my opinion. If you, I'm not gonna overrule anyone. Differing opinions are fine.
It's all good. Wait, let me. Okay, because Bronya's down, I'm just gonna bump Pella down.
Ship
Personally,
Pella down.
Yep.
And
yeah, I
ship
think Qingque can
down
still
that one.
stay. I think Qingque can
Yeah,
still stay. Qingque is
Qingque
really
stays.
fucking good. Yep.
Yep.
Hot take, Qinggyun is better than Bronya.
Okay, Sarah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my hot take for the day.
Someone
Yeah.
shared on me on Discord chat for saying that, and I didn't even say it. So I think it's you, and then they just misremembered. Oh my god, I got shit for your take. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I told you I'm the tactile of this server. I get shit for everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Please, Sarah, enlighten us. Why is Qingque better than Bronya? Let's fucking go.
Oh my god. Okay.
Energy, SP positive, attack buff. Yes, Bronya brings you up, but she's skill point heavy. There are DPSs that do prefer Bronya, and Bronya's peak is better than Qinggyun. But for most DPSs, Qinggyun is going to be better than Bronya, and I would take Qinggyun 9 times out of 10 over Bronya.
Wait, but Bronya.
But that's
can be
because I have
SP
180 speed Qinggyun.
I
Bronya
just
can
think
be SP neutral if you just build her well. Yeah. Like, just build her.
I mean, we could run the same argument for like 170 speed Bronya, then she can be like basic skill. So it's not that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like no matter
Yeah.
how you spin this argument, I don't think they're that much better or worse than each other by a whole like half tier. So I
Okay,
don't
yeah,
really see the point.
true. Okay, they're both in S plus essentially. We don't really have to.
Yeah,
talk about that much.
I think they're
Yeah.
fine. Both on S plus.
I both in S plus.
Silver Wolf has to go down. Sorry.
Yep, Silver Wolf is not S
Bro,
minus.
Not for
I-
this
But, like,
MOC.
for this, okay.
Not for this
I feel like
MOC.
this MOC she's
This
fine,
yeah, this MOC I think she's actually not
Okay,
too bad.
she's fine. Luka is just that broken.
Yeah.
Everything goes back to Luka. But yeah, my argument about Silver Wolf not S minus was around the last MOC. This MOC, I still don't think she's S minus. I think she's A plus.
I think she's
also
good.
I
Sorry,
think
go for it.
Yukong
Yep.
is now the worst support in the game. I don't think there's any team that actively wants Yukong anymore.
I think Argenti
yep.
can still use him. Still use her.
Actually no. I think Hanya is worse than Yukong.
I mean, I can't
Hanya's
think
not
of
worse than Yukong.
Okay,
this
what
MOC?
what team can Hanya be used in other than DHIL? But DHIL still has
no,
better
but
options.
it's not good in IL team for sure.
Like okay, Hanya is single target. It's outclassed by literally everyone except for Asta. Like single target buffing. AoE buffing, Asta Ranmei is better. And before E4, Hanya is just not usable. And even at E6, she's still just decent. She's not like OP or like good or anything.
I mean, my problem with Hanya and Yukong both is that there's literally no team that wants them as their best in slot support, and I think for Yukong it's only the argument can be made for Clara, but Hanya has literally 0 DPS that want her as her best the best in slot support in any team.
Wait, what's this about? Yukong and Clara? I don't really get it.
Like Yukong Clara works really well because you can tune Yukong around the enemy stage speed, and you always have full buff uptime on all counters.
Really?
It does, except in this MOC because Clara gets pulled up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I would move Yukong down to B+.
No, but it's like you can just waste that turn. Like it's not that big a deal. Like it doesn't make a difference. Her next turn's still coming up at the same time, and you don't really care about Clara's turn anyway. Like you're worried about Yukong tuning.
I think Yukong is better than Hanya. Like
Yeah, that's why I said Yukong to B+.
yeah, Yukong B+, Hanya B-.
I feel like Hanya is a little too low.
Nah, Hanya is just not good. Like honestly.
I disagree with that take because Hanya with dance, skilling every turn is pretty awesome.
Okay,
but she's not better than Ruame. She's not better than
But
Tingyuan.
Sarah,
So she doesn't have
in
a
what
lot
team
to fill.
would you use that Hanya over? If you had to
You wouldn't.
choose 2 supports.
That's why I'm
would you
saying
ever
Hanya can
choose
stay in
Hanya?
B.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
saying
okay,
she's not
okay.
bad.
Yeah. So she stays in B, but
I remember people saying Hanya will power creep Tingyuan back in 1.5.
I swear to God, no one said that. They can go fuck
No,
themselves.
no.
I'll
I
actually ban
saw
them.
in HSR
No.
general people saying that, bro.
Nah, no one said
I'm
that.
I'm not lying, bro.
Okay,
I saw people say
Zara,
that.
if no one says that, I'm stripping you from the I swear to fucking God,
What
no
the
one
fuck?
says that. No one says I swear.
I saw people say that, bro. I saw people say that. I saw people say that. I saw people say that.
No. Okay, you know what? Okay, y'all cook. I'm gonna go find right now. All right. And if I do not
Okay,
find
sure.
it, yeah, y'all can cook. Alright, go continue, please.
Okay. Well, honestly, I feel like Hanya is a little too low. But she is probably the worst support that we have right now. It really doesn't matter.
okay. So
And
if
then
I
I
had.
just feel
Yeah. No, go ahead.
okay. Anyways, for that's just the Mirror Chaos support on my. And I feel like Asta could be moved. Honestly.
Yeah, if I had to order them, I'd put Asta A+, Yukong A-, Hanya B+.
Sorry, what did you say? Asta A-, Yukong.
No, Asta A+, Yukong A-, Hanya B+.
Do we have any final words before we wrap up this tier list? Because I'm absolutely positive I'm gonna get 50% dislike for this. I'm absolutely positive, but yeah,
For real.
go for
I
it.
mean, all the arguments we made. Fuck. Wait. Okay, no, I thought I was muted. All the arguments we made were sound, right? They weren't outlandish or anything.
You're gonna get cooked for that.
It's okay. Negative engagement
Yeah.
is still engagement.
Yeah, true.
And
true,
if
true.
they leave you a negative comment, just delete the comment, and then they'll re-comment that you deleted their comment.
Oh my God,
Far
it's
more engagement.
It's insane. The infinite engagement hack. Okay.
So true.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks
At the end of the
for.
day,
Yeah, I'll go for it.
okay, at the end of the day, right? Tier lists, honestly, they're just for fun, guys. This game is easy.
Nah, man, it's not for fun, man.
Yes.
You think this is a joke?
This is just
No, this is not for fun, man. You think this is a joke? You think we're playing? Nah, man. People are getting cancelled for less.
Tune is trying not to get cancelled so hard.
Yeah. No. Once you're in this call,
Yeah,
it's
man.
you're in. I'm just saying you're in.
I'm
You-
down, man.
Yeah,
I love
you're
playing the
actually
bad
already
guy.
okay.
I'm fucking down.
Fine. Okay, fine. Okay, whatever. Fuck you guys. This tier list is objectively the right opinion. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Alright.
If you disagree, you're wrong.
And
Absolutely.
you should feel bad about it.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you for the 2.0 tier list.
Thanks for having us, Pokke. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having.
Yep.
It's been
Alright,
fun,
thanks for
guys.
having
It's been fun.
Yeah, this is the most fun I've had in the last 2 weeks of me just endlessly working.
All right. Okay, guys. Take it easy. Good night and bye.
Good night, Pokke. Good night.
Bye. You
Bye.
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 Bye, Twitch.
And with that, we've come to the end of this episode of version 1.6 tier list discussions. If you guys want to engage in any further discussions, head on over to my Discord at Pokke's Village, where we have a very active community talking about Honkai starrail on a daily basis. If you guys would like to check out my stream, that's going to twitch.tv/MrPokke. I'm streaming almost every single day, and I'm streaming on YouTube Live as well, right? So with that, that's all I have for today. All the best for Gacha Pools, all the best for 2.0, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.